And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
That doesn't even enter my consciousness.
JDs and Letterman, we are back. It's time. You know what it is. Countdown to the Allegiance auditions. Kind of scared, boys. Mad scared. Mad scared. Alright? Mad scared for my life, alright? Don't know if we're gonna make it. Okay? We've got a clinic coming up here in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, I think the clinic is in 2 weeks. August 30th. I'll be there. Be square. But you know what it is. You know what type of timing we on. Alright? I'm over here. I'm making a brekkie. Alright? Making a brekkie this morning. We actually aren't really even making the brekkie. I'm just eating leftovers. And it's a really bad combination of leftovers. Don't judge me, but I woke up late. We gotta get the brekkie in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really wake up late. I just spent the time planning my morning instead of doing my morning. Because I haven't really had like a set morning routine with like my training and stuff like that. So I'm pretty locked in for these Allegiance auditions. And it's just practicing every day, especially dance, you know what I'm saying? There's been days where I've done a dance session and then like missed an equipment session, because I know that's honestly my worst part, and like equipment stuff just comes quicker to me, because I feel like it's just easier in general. Obviously there's some equipment stuff that doesn't, like, for example, like, hilt down saber tosses. If you guys know what I'm talking about, like, the curved side, like the you know what I'm saying, like the blade side is facing down, okay, and you're like tossing it with the left, you know what I'm saying, but not like on the hilt, you know what I'm saying. Those are kind of interesting, all right. They're not clicking. They're not clicking for me right now. But I think we just gotta work on it more. We're just a little unfamiliar with it. That's all. To put in the pasta. So basically, the focus of these next few days is really just focusing on my dance. Like, obviously, I'm still working on my equipment, and like especially equipment technique more than anything. Obviously, because if you can do that, you can do anything, okay? If you got great technique, like, you just gotta find the other bodies, okay? And they'll come to you eventually. I didn't really record much last week because I started teaching! So yeah, I'm teaching at, I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you this. I don't know how this, like, stuff works, you know what I'm saying? I think it's fine. It's gotta be fine. I'm teaching at Oswego East High School. Getting, like, I'm official, like, getting paid and everything. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm like assistant coach type of thing, and I be choreographing. So yeah, it's mad cool. It's mad cool. I look mad chopped because it's the morning right now. I'm realizing that now. It's fine. But yeah, I'm super hype about that. I love teaching these kids. Oh my god, they're so much fun. It's so amazing. Yeah. So back to the training plan. Dance, heavy focused. Just like making sure I'm maintaining and refining all of the skills I do currently have, like my stag jump and my leap and all that, and then maybe like trying to, get some new ones in there, like throwing a toe touch. I don't even know if I have a decent toe touch. I don't know. Seeing if I can learn, I don't know, making sure I can do everything on both sides. Just like stuff like that. And I think hopefully like all my technique and stuff will transfer to the clinic and the audition. Hopefully. Equipment wise, I'm basically just trying to like collect tricks and download choreo as fast as possible. So what that means for me is legitimately giving myself limited watches of the choreo while I'm learning it, okay? And having to, and maybe that means I'm not necessarily paying attention to the equipment as much and paying attention to the body more. I realized that a lot of the times when I have to go back and look at choreo like 2-3 times for the same thing, it's because I'm looking at footwork, or it's because I'm looking at how he's catching the gun. So I like, there's things that I know I need to pay more attention to that I'm going to work on in these next 2 weeks leading up to the clinic, in terms of just downloading choreo at a rapid pace. Because I think that's hyper important, just because I feel like number one, that's a skill to be able to download choreo quickly, but also a lot of times you can just have like other limiting factors such as bad technique, blah 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 blah. Like there's a million other factors under the sun as to why you can't download the choreo quickly. Basically, I'm trying to eliminate all of those. So and that's not the only like name of the game, you know what I'm saying? I also want to have a lot of tricks in my bag. Just not even necessarily like because I want to have like a moment in the show, just because, you know, you never know what they're going to throw at you. If they say, look, everybody ensemble double turn, I got to have that in my bag. You know what I'm saying? That's if I make weapon line, boys. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. All right? Yeah, I would love to make weapon line, okay? I would love to make weapon line. And I mean like weapon line, like beyond Saber. Because I love Saber. But to be honest, like Saber currently is probably my worst piece of equipment, just because I literally just taped my new Saber like on Wednesday, Thursday, so I haven't been spinning Saber since I gave mine away back to the school. So I kind of need I really need to focus on Saber these next 2 weeks, and mainly just technique, just being able to go 1 through 8, very clean, good technique, catch it flat, catch it port, catch it true port, catch it, what do we be calling this now? I don't remember. I be calling it like reverse port, catch on the half if I really want to have that much control, you know, catching a backhand, you know, just being able to do everything, catch behind my back, just being able to do everything. That is the name of the game, and consistency is the real name of the game. If you guys don't know, I have this 3-day like cycle that I follow. So basically, I really need to start eating breakfast. I don't have time to be doing this. I'm dilly-dallying. But I have this 3-day plan. I touch each piece of equipment once a day, and I work on different things on each piece of equipment each day, and I dance once a day. Okay, so basically, and these don't have to be long either. Like they're like, if you want to follow like same thing I do, like you probably don't. I'd be crazy with it, but so basically it's these 3 equipment sessions. There's a technique session, which is just like exercises and tossing. There's a choreo session where it's just learning choreo, you know, obviously downloading it as quickly as I can. Hopefully the choreo has a trick in it that I want to learn or that I just learned, so I'm maintaining it. And hopefully I'm just downloading it quickly. Yeah. And then there's a trick session where I'm learning a new trick on a piece of equipment. And basically, if I don't for example, if I don't complete the choreo or I don't learn the trick, normally I'll just move it over to the next session. These next 2 weeks, I don't think I'm gonna do that, just to really like force myself to like lock in and like just download the choreo as quickly as possible. Like tell myself like you only have one chance to do this. You can't just like write it off and do it the next cycle. So basically I'll go Monday through Wednesday, Thursday through Saturday. Okay, it's a 3-day cycle, and then I repeat, and then Sunday's my rest day. Monday, like an example of Monday would look like I wake up in the morning, and after my run or what have you, I'll do flag technique. Then I'll come back a little bit before lunchtime. I'll do my midday workout, right? And then I'll work on rifle choreo, and I'll learn that choreo, hopefully the whole thing. If not, I'll push it off to Thursday, for example. And then right before or after dinner, I will do saber trick that I've been wanting to learn. So whether that's a cartwheel, turn, sit, roll, something like that. And that's pretty much the day. And then at some point in there, a dance session usually is involved. So what will happen is I'll go technique session, technique session, breccie, whatever, right? Trick session, lunch, and then after lunch, at some point, I'll dance, okay? Then, after dinner, I'll usually do my choreo session, okay? Now, sometimes, depending on the day and depending on how much time I have and stuff, I switch it around. Because the thing is, I like to have 30 minutes minimum for my trick and or choreo sessions, okay? 30 minutes minimum, because usually I pick a trick that's hard enough that it takes me 30 minutes to learn, or at least, I'll just rep it out for 30 minutes if I get it that quickly, which I rarely do. And then for the choreo, usually like, I never get the choreo done in that time. I never have. I've yet to. So, but with technique sessions, it's kind of a little different, because usually I can't finish in 30 minutes. Usually I need at least 45 minutes to an hour with the technique session. So it's a little bit difficult because I have to fit that in somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to like split up the technique sessions, into 2 or 3. Just that's just preference. So it's like, you're always giving and taking things. But yeah, that's the routine that I kind of follow. The dance session is always an hour right now. Yeah. It's just really important that especially that's why finding time for the technique session is hard, because I'm really like hammering on dance as of late, just because I know it's my weakest link. And like the equipment will come. Like that's the thing. Like I feel like it takes so much longer to become a great dancer because you have to do so much more dancing versus like finding your spot for a 5. I don't know. Like I also feel like that's the same thing too. I just feel like the equipment comes quicker, at least to me. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go munch. Yo, we just got done with our 2-mile run for the morning. Knocked that out real quick. Now we're going to go home and hit some flag technique. Some tosses, some drop spins, double time, all that fun stuff. Gotta post the Strava to my Instagram story. Yeah. It's a pretty decent run. I feel like maybe I'm pushing the pace on my easy runs a little bit too much. If you guys don't know, like basically like the easy runs are supposed to be in what you call zone 2. So I'm pretty sure like zone 1 is just like, and I'm talking about heart rate if you don't know. So zone 1 is obviously just resting, your resting heart rate. Zone 2 is like, I think it's, I don't know like what the effort percentage is, but basically it's supposed to be like kind of conversation pace. I feel like zone 3 is also kind of conversation pace too though. I always hate like walking by people with my camera with my phone out recording. It always feels so weird, but like social anxiety is scared of me for So we have arrived at home, but we have a issue. My flag is not taped. Ugh, like the top isn't even on. Well, that's a good thing because I gotta like, but we gotta do that before we can spin it, you know. Boys, I spent too long playing 2K. Kind of cooked my schedule here a little bit. Okay, so spent too long playing 2K on accident. Just like 10 minutes too long. So wasn't even that bad. But now I might need to shorten my ride here. So that sucks a little bit, but oh yeah, we're ready, boys.